Okay.
So we decided to interview each other for our viewers to tell a bit about our story.
Okay.
So
Rock, paper, scissors for who starts? Rock, paper, scissors. Oh, you win. So you decide, I guess.
No, I just questions for sure.
Okay.
So who are you?
So I'm Jimmy. I'll try and answer briefly. So I'm Jimmy. I'm 25. That's an extra question already. Do you want to be more precise in your questions, perhaps?
No.
Because otherwise,
Who do you think you are, like, as a human being? Your identity in this body.
Okay, I think I'm a kind person that experiences a really strong positive feeling when planting trees, and I like to eat fruit. So I want to plant fruit trees, and well, at least that's what I think I am. I'm a fruit tree planter. I haven't really planted many fruit trees actually, but I identify as someone that's very passionate about planting fruit trees.
What is your background?
I've studied economics, business, communication, marketing, and then in the last 3.5 years of my studying time, I was studying fashion and branding. So yeah, becoming like a big ego person in the fashion world was at some point my foreground, and now it's my background.
And what is your nationality?
I have the French nationality because I was born and raised there and I went to school there. And I have the Dutch nationality because my family and my parents are Dutch. Yeah.
What are your passions?
Planting fruit trees. I don't do it much, but I am quite passionate about running. And I'm passionate about creating. It's a bit vague, that one, but making these videos is something.
It's fine.
Yeah.
I think.
You think you're good?
I think I'm good.
Okay. Then I'll ask you questions. Okay, well, I like the question you asked with who do you identify with in this human body?
Mm-hmm.
So who are you and who do you identify? What do you identify yourself with?
So my name is Aurora in this lifetime, and I'm a very passionate human being about anything. I'm Aquarius, so I'm very very enthusiastic about life and nature in general, and I'm 26 and I love being active, planting. I love plants more than trees. I feel a more attraction for medicinal plants and plants that are beneficial to human beings. So things that are edible and or medicinal, and I love just like being around them and knowing about them, how to use them, and being creative with plants and food in general, creating. And I also love eating fruits. We adore that, so we need a really big orchard. And yeah, I just have so many passions that I'm always changing, very very adaptable and very flexible. I think that's my characteristic in this human identity.
Okay. And how did you first realize that you have this interest for plants, for nature, for growing things?
I grew up here in Romania with my aunt and with my mom, but my aunt is the one doing garden every year, and for me it was not a question. It was just like normal to be in the garden and working in the garden, even when I was 5 or even when I was a baby, just all the time, just because that's how it is in the rural part of Romania, and I thought it was just normal. And when I went to Italy when I was 7, and where I grew up, I never felt it that I was missing something. But then I went to for an exchange year in Japan, and there I had the opportunity to have a very small, like, piece of garden that I could grow things like 2 square meters. And I started like buying plants from the supermarket and planting them, and it was just like a drug. I couldn't stop. I was like every day, like I I was like, okay, I'm gonna plant a mandarin tree. I was like really escalating so quickly that I had to like stop and just like really do annuals, and it was too much of a like a big, I don't know, have a good feeling like doing salad and then exchanging with your neighbors and having an excuse to bring people inside and showing the garden and talk and then eat from the garden. It's so beautiful. So I think that was the time that I understood.
Mm.
Yeah.
And I think I would like to ask you another question after the car. Um, could you explain how you saw yourself or what you saw yourself becoming before, like when you were still studying? What did you see yourself become?
So I've studied painting at the Academy of Fine Arts, and there it's also, and I also studied conservatory music, violin for many years. And in both cases you become an artist, like a solo artist. So you have a big career, and you kind of have to, especially with art, with painting, you have kind of to sell yourself and um, to be likable or to be really unique and eccentric. And if you're not one of these things, you're just like in the average. Yeah, there's not so much space for your unique expression,
Mm.
and you cannot live from it. So you either have to be like really really successful, either you perish, either you like don't succeed and fail. So I had also this very big ego, but which was also very insecure, because every time you have a big ego, it's so, you're very insecure because it's so easy to lose it. Like in the moment that you have a critique, your ego just crashes. So um, yeah, it was to have like a big career and a very egoistic life of like consumerism, of consuming and showing that you consume, and just like how money you make and stuff like that,
Mm.
which is very different from now.
Maybe you would answer that question as well. Like, I don't really want to project too much in the future, but hmm, I don't know.
Just do it because it feels.
How do you feel like how do you feel you are currently becoming? Like what direction do you feel like you're going towards?
I feel like I'm putting value not into money, but in many more other things, like especially into health and connections, people, and having good people around you, having good energy, resources, because people are resources, connection are resources. And when you have good friends around you, people that like you for what you are or for what you do, they are very precious and resourceful. So yeah, I think money. It's good. It's in the system. You kind of have to integrate it, but I'm not putting that much importance on it. I'm not stressing so much about it anymore. Like the money's gonna end, they're gonna finish. We have to go to the city and work and bring money back. I'm trusting that there's gonna be a way of sustaining ourselves and exchanging things, maybe, or in other ways that we don't have now, or that are still like very far away from our system. I'm trusting that there are gonna be ways of thriving.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So you see yourself becoming a thriving, money independent, and rich in social resources.
hmm but I'm not imagining myself uh, thriving on money.
No, no.
Yeah, exactly.
No, thriving independent of money.
Independent of money. Yes. Yes.
Okay. Well, I think that can conclude our introduction video.
Thank you so much. Those were very interesting questions.
Thank you as well. It was interesting to do it this way.
Mm.
I hope it's not too long,
We'll see.
because
It's okay. It's fine. Thank you for watching, and to the next video.
oh, this is still part of the video. I thought it was not. I thought we would cut this. That's why I started getting all like emotional.